Because the Confederates have been able to make up time, the raiders will soon come face to face with their pursuers.
North of Kingston, Andrews had stopped, pulled up another rail. This will force Fuller back onto foot. The William R. Smith can't follow anymore. Just south of Adairsville, Fuller meets the Texas, with the Texas running in reverse. It is estimated that they reach speeds of 60 miles an hour. Andrews soon learns that he is now being pursued by another locomotive. April the 12th is a rainy day. And so while the inside of the bridge is still nice and dry, the outside is wet. They pass through Ringgold here, not having been able to stop at any of the first of the wooden bridges alongside Chickamauga Creek to set them on fire. As they pass through Ringgold, the last of the fuel of the General is being consumed. Just north of Ringgold, the General starts running out of steam, running out of power. Andrews then gives that most military of all commands, every man for himself. And as the General coasts to a stop, Andrews and his 19 raiders hop off and scatter.
Hard to imagine these days. Jumping off a train, running for your life. These were their worst fears, and now they were living them. If they were captured, they would be shot, or hung, or spend the rest of the war in prison.
And quickly, posses are organized, and over the next couple of days, Andrews and all of his party will be rounded up as they try to exfiltrate back to Middle Tennessee.
Andrews and his men will be incarcerated at Swindon's jail in Chattanooga, but when the Union threatens Chattanooga, the Confederates decide to move them to Atlanta.
He is taken to a place just on the very northern edge of what were then the city limits of Atlanta, about a mile north of 5 Points. A tree with a likely limb is found, has a noose placed around his neck.
When they kicked out the support from Andrews' feet, they hadn't calculated his height of the limb, or stretch of the rope. As he kicked at the dirt to try and steady himself, he slowly suffocated and died. Eight of the men escaped, and traveling in twos, made it back hundreds of miles to Union lines. Because of their story, Edward Stanton, the Secretary of War, created the Congressional Medal of Honor. The surviving members of the Ohio Regiment who took part in the raids were the first recipients of the nation's highest military award. There's a monument in the Chattanooga National Cemetery that's dedicated to James Andrews and his raiders. The effects of the raid live on to this day, as only our nation's bravest warriors are recognized with a medal created by the great locomotive chase.